Yeah, I think in America right now they are in 2023 the best promotional company, and also, Sal says all the right things. He used to say that about me as well. But we're good friends, and I think he's made the right decision. I think that's definitely the right couple of fights for him. I hope we can work together in the future. But unquestionably, when you look at 2023, PBC are the best promotional company in America right now.
Yes, whether you like it or not, you do have to give it up to PBC by default. So Eddie Hearn and Canelo Alvarez kiss the PBC ring. At the end of the day, he's just being truthful. Like I said, you gotta say that so by default, even if you don't want to. At the end of the day, they still put on the best shows. However, while not being the best boxing promotional company, while being one of the top promotional companies that people have problems with, and as we know, we could have seen way more better fights. So what does that tell us when we are calling one of the worst promotional boxing teams the best in America? It's telling you that PBC has all the names, and they could make all the fights that we need to see. They did this with half-ass trying to give us something. Like I said, they could have gave us the Wilder fight, Anthony Joshua. They could have gave us this fight a long time ago. A whole lot of fights could have been made. You know what I'm saying? Charlos, Andre, Caleb Plant, all of them could have been mixing it up. All of them. So it just lets you know that even when they don't try, or even when they're not trying to give us what they want, they can still do something impressive by calamity. So imagine if they was trying to give you a quarter of what you wanted, where they would be and where they would be looked at. And the funny thing is, no matter what Al does, you have to give it to him. He always ends up on top. No matter what, every single time. It never fails. Now, we know, if they're not out of the woods, what's going on over there with PBC, Paramount, them not pulling their weight basically for not giving the fights that they want, the fighters fighting once a year. So it's far from the best, but it just shows that they had the names that can attract the attention, that can put on the shows. This is everything that Al Haymon has built his whole PBC around, having the names, and that's the same thing that kept us from the Terrence Crawford Errol Spence fight. Let's use Errol Spence, literally. What was his claim to fame? The reason why he ain't fighting Crawford? Because he got the names, the resume. I got the names. See, at the end of the day, all the smoke and mirrors is over there at PBC. I can't blame it. They ain't doing nothing no different than any other promotional company, to a different degree, yes, maybe. But they got all the names. So the point is, as boxing fans, we ain't gonna get nowhere with this head honcho. I'm too big. I'm too this. I'm the face of boxing. I'm this, that. Can't keep using that excuse not to keep giving us the fights we want. I don't care how big you are. I don't care if you think you the big fish. I don't care if you think you this or you think you that. Because the truth of the reality is, boxing is in dead last. So none of y'all need to be walking around here with your chest out talking about you the big this, you the big that. You know what I'm saying? When boxing is dead last as far as entertainment, and the first thing that people want to watch as entertainment as a sport. So I don't want to hear that we ain't got room for that. Every single night, not every single night, but every single time boxing has a pay-per-view, guess what? So does UFC. They do that on purpose, direct competition. Every single time every time there's a boxing match, there will be a UFC fight. Every single time, gotta compete, man, and we can't compete with across the street and this, that, and the third. We need to build more stars. Stop depending on Canelo and become a Canelo. Then in sport we can breathe. Then we can talk about somebody's too big and this, and that, and I'm the big fish and all that. But as of right now, don't nobody need to be saying that, man. We need to be mixing it up as much as possible, especially in the heavyweight division. Like, comment, subscribe. Bruce Van, I'm out.